Welcome back to the ASUG News Studio. I'm Tom Whalegum, and if you're watching before, we just had Craig Peterson from Hunter Douglas here who had rolled out a CRM SAP rapid deployment solution. And we are delighted to have with us now Bill Bowers, who's the Vice President of RDS Go-to-Market for SAP. Welcome.
Thank you, Tom. It's a pleasure to be here.
We couldn't have timed this better, so I'm glad you're here, and we can talk more about that and the success that Hunter Douglas had. Bill is a native U.S. Texan who's now living in Germany, and he sprechens the Deutsch very well before we came on camera. So, Bill, let's talk a little bit about your role at SAP and how you see that reflected in the RDS go-to-market strategy.
Yeah, great. What I do from a go-to-market standpoint is I'm obviously looking at how we take our RDS solution to market. And it's obviously a balance of how do we work with customers to understand their needs, and then how do we drive the correct engagement with those customers, either through SAP direct sales and delivery capabilities or through partners. So RDS lends itself to all of the different routes that we have and all the different delivery channels that we have as well.
What about working with customers? How do you get out and engage them? What's the best practices that you have at SAP now?
Yeah, well, if you look at RDS and the core of what an RDS is, it's taking a fixed price, a fixed scope software solution and a service offering. So it's how we've delivered solutions for other customers.
Yep.
And so what we do is by the nature of an RDS, it encapsulates the learnings that we have from customers and over hundreds of customers. So we say, how we typically deployed this solution successfully? How can other customers get the same value that those customers got? And what we do is we take that and we put it in a box so that we can replicate that time and time again and drive the same immediate value for customers time and time again. So that's the way we get that input. Yep. The thing we do is we are spending a lot of time talking to customers and understanding where other areas that may be good potential fits for RDS, where are some other areas where they may have software that they're honestly not using from SAP,
sure,
and that may be a rapid start, if you will, to them getting some value out of the investments they've made.
Well, I think that would definitely appeal to ASUG members and customers as well. Is that something you guys are going to keep ratcheting up and really work on as you try and market this to more people? It
definitely is. I would say that ASUG or our install base of SAP customers is a very, very important part of who we're targeting with this offering. What we want to do, as I said, is get shelfware that is not being used, and get it active. Why is that? Because as Bill McDermott said earlier, if our customers are happy using the software, driving value, then they're obviously going to invest more with SAP. And so it's their core part of it. It's also a core part of our strategy of how we address kind of the market right now. If you look at how customers are buying solutions, number one, it's a lot, purchases are happening much more by the line of business, the head of sales, the head of marketing. And what they want is they don't have time for long deployments. Sure. They want things where they can have predictability. They know what solution they're going to get, what they're going to have to pay for it, and when it's going to go live. And that's the context of RDS, is that delivering packaged immediate value for customers. It's all about usage and usage of our software solutions.
Right. Craig Peterson, who was here before, I mentioned, I asked him what appealed most to the business executives, and a lot of it appealed, but fixed price he thought was the real big sell for them. Is that true for more customers, or is it a variety of reasons that customers end up going with RDS?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of things that customers aren't used to hearing from SAP. Fixed price is one of those kind of game changers for customers, right? We actually did a lot of interviews with customers before we developed this brand, and when we talked about, would you like a solution that's what you get is what you see, and what you are asked to pay for, not just the software, but also the service is exactly what you pay. Would that be interesting for you? And they actually said, yeah, but that doesn't sound like SAP. And we said, yeah, it is. And that's and the thing is that this is not just a one-off. What we've done at SAP is we've built on what we've done in Business All-in-One around packaging our solutions. We've also built on our ASAP delivery methodology. And so we basically have merged those two things, and we've added content to it. And what I mean by that is, SAP is a delivery methodology of how you deliver repeatably faster, and it's something that SAP is known for. Packaging is something SAP is known for, but only in the indirect channel, and our VARs are delivering those things. What we've done is we've added our own service offering, so we put the content in the delivery. So it's no longer a methodology. It's exactly what you need to from a work breakdown structure to a team structure, the system requirements, down to the last I and T that you're dotting.
Yep.
T you're crossing, I you're dotting,
right,
of what you need to go live.
It's great. You mentioned partners as well.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about the importance partners will or will not play in this channel?
Yeah, I sure can. So partners play a huge role, and it will grow as we move through 2011.
Okay.
Right now, we're really looking at two primary areas. How can we get other systems integrators to actually increase our delivery capacity?
Okay.
Because if you're having a solution that includes software and services, that obviously is a by country or by market unit discussion.
Right.
Because you have to have delivery capacity. And if you're selling solutions to large enterprise all the way down to SME, you also have to have partners that are right for that size of market. Mm-hmm. So we're really looking for partners to be able to offer the breadth of customers we're trying to reach in all the different countries we're trying to reach. That's one aspect of service delivery. It's also important for us to grow this through the channel. So we want to have the ability to penetrate even below LE into the upper end of ME into SME.
Okay.
And so the only way we'll do that is through VARs. Finally, co-innovation with partners. So if you look at a lot of what we've done in the past with our business all-in-one partners, this is not new. They've been building solutions. And so what we're going to be looking at going forward is how can we, work with them to develop new solutions, either taking one of our packages into certain industries or certain sub-verticals in industries, and or leveraging things they may have and establishing the same quality standards that we have with RDS, because that's what RDS is about. It's about standards. It's about predictability of what you're going to get, and it's about having that available, as I said, through multiple channels.
Right.
And so if we can work with partners and agree on those standards and teach them on how to deliver the same types of standard packages, we scale this, and we believe we deliver a lot more value across the entire portfolio.
That's really interesting. Did not know that. My last question, and I will let you go, is some customers may hear fixed price, fixed time, and think, well, I probably won't have any flexibility or ability to customize. What do you guys say to those customers?
We hear that 99% of the time, because every customer says my business problems are different.
Right, I'm special.
I'm special, right? And what we say is very simple. Yes, you are special. We want you to have a very special first release where you get immediate value. Right. And then, of course, we're going to build on to your solution in a second, third, fourth, fifth, however many business releases it takes to bring you live on what's going to drive value for your entire business process. So it's not about locking them in. It's about getting them started. Right. And it's about getting them started successfully in terms of all angles, financially, time, quality, etc. Yeah.
Well, great. Thanks very much, Bill, for stopping by. We appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.
Up next on ASUG News Studio, my colleague Courtney Bjorlin is going to be talking to some business object experts. So tune back in about 20 minutes.